What piece of wisdom or advice or encouragement would you offer to composers who are...
How do you balance your own creative approach with the expectations of your clients?
I would love to know how you integrate those musical instruments.
I'm wondering if you have any tips on how to record strikes, impacts.
Have you ever experienced a happy accident in sound design where maybe a particular sound or technique has turned out to be perfect for a project?
Hi there. So welcome to my Q&A part 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. And this is the video when basically I'm taking the video recording questions, what you submit to me, and I bring in the screen and I directly answer to you, and hope you all guys can learn something and maybe starting some conversation. And if you have any wisdom you want to share or answer your question on your own, please do. This is your platform, what I'm creating for you. I want to give you my platform, my social media, when I'm going to show who you are. I introduce you to the world and hope it will somehow help you. Not only answering your question, your knowledge, but also give you some exposures. So thank you so much. And now, it's very important. I want you to know I'm doing this video, and I have to say thank you to my friends on Boom Library. Because of them, I have the time to doing this thing, because they offer me to using the Boom 1 library. What I don't ask, they offer me. And as my thank you, I say, guys, I really want to spread word about Boom 1 to you guys, because it's saved me so much time. Imagine if I'm gonna have to go recording some car recording sessions or ambience of the hospital and something. It's all time consuming. All this sounds beautiful recording. I have snap of the finger in the ment right now, and because of that, I have the extra time what I can dedicate to creating videos for you and sharing more of my knowledge and answers your questions. So guys, check them out. The link is in the bottom too. So, okay, let's jump to the first question of today.
Hi everyone, my name is Diana and I'm a music composer, sound editor and designer, and foley recordist working in a film industry based in Vienna. Robert, my question is, how do you balance your own creative approach with the expectations of your clients or directors? And do you have any advice on how to keep that balance while still staying true to your own style?
Thank you, Diana. That was a great question. So the key is to be original. If people or composers can't contact me, they come for the one reason. They come to me for the element surprise, what I'm going to provide for them, and the originality. So you have to be original, and you have to be very creative too. Like for example, like when I'm working with my friends, I'm bleeding fingers with the composers. They contact me and basically they just tell me the name of the project. Like when I was working on movie Hagen with Jacob Shea and Adam Lucas, they basically tell me stuff. It's going to be Vikings, it's going to be dragons, something. And that's more what I already need to almost know. And they tell me like, you know, where they're filming, the location, what time of the year the film, because all these factors have very crucial information for me to doing the sound design. And based on this thing from now, they give me open format, whatever I want to come with, palettes of the sounds, what basically will be work with this genre. So I'm basically starting recording all kind of elements, what will be filled in this genre. So this is how I work. And after, when I submit my sounds to them, they're starting playing with this thing, then I'm getting message from them. It's like, Robert, this is great. We love this thing. Can we have more of this? Can we have more this type? Or can we maybe add them? But all these things come in after, when I do the heavy lifting work, when I come with the first idea of what there will be the starting point of the creativity for them. Because a lot of times right now when you work in the sound design industry, the composers rely pretty heavily on the sound design, because basically sound design build then the foundation and add the color, overall tone to the score, what they're doing, of the dynamics. Because, you know, they're gonna use orchestra, it's gonna sound like orchestra. Drums gonna sound like drums, you know, and synth's gonna sound like synth, but they're all looking for something very unique, something what's gonna make this score different. Like for example, I was working with Cara Talvi on Tattoos of Auschwitz, and I was able to creating her very unique sounds, what basically elevate the score and just add very unique tone to this thing. So that's the key, you know, you have to be original. Remember, if they come to you for your creativity and for the originality. So that's the balance, you know. You start with this thing, then you play with the comments, but any of the feedback comments, what's gonna be, trust me, they're gonna be all related to stuff what you already show them. So this is how I work.
Hello, my friend, it's Manu from Cirque du Soleil. A lot of people know you with your video on Instagram, recording crazy sound design, using microphone and using your invention. But few people know that you're an incredible musician, a good drummer. And I had the chance to visit your studio and I discovered a bunch of synthesizer, modular synthesizer too. And I would love to know how you integrate those musical instruments in your creation and in your sound design. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you, Manu. So I remember the day when you come in my studio and you play with some of my sets and you give me some tips on modular synths, and thanks for that. That was really cool time. So to answer your questions, do I play keyboards? Not really. How I say before, I play maybe 3, maybe 4 fingers, but I have a lot of them. Why? Because I'm using them as a source sound design for me. So it's not the notes what I play. It's for me, it's very important what I can do with this note. So the more knobs I have, I basically manipulate the sounds and try and getting like very unique sound of them. And so all the synths what I have, they all generate varieties of different tone colors, but whatever, because my ear is trained to whatever, no matter what I'm gonna play, it's gonna sound cinematic. It's very easy to me to get this tone, but this is how I integrate all my synths. So no, like they are connected by USB and everything from MIDI control and they play the parts. It's like, no, I'm not using it in the way. I can take example, spend day on the Prophet and the Moog or like Arturia or any other synth, maybe spend 2-3 days a year when I have them right up front of me and I just recording so many weird sounds and I'm basically having maybe 10, maybe 12 hours of raw audio recordings of sounds and I'm starting chopping them and I'm using this as my samples to doing my sound design. So this is how I incorporate them.
Hello, my name is Taron Mitchell and I'm a composer for TV and film. As a composer, I find that a lot of our work involves experimentation, and some of my favorite pieces of music have come from complete accidents. So Robert, my question for you is, have you ever experienced a happy accident in sound design where maybe a particular sound or technique has turned out to be perfect for a project when maybe that wasn't part of the original plan?
That was awesome. Yes, this thing is happening on a regular basis and it's happened all the time. Most of my sound design, it basically come from experimentations. It's like when I build the instruments, any of them, until I gonna place my contact microphones and find a sweet spot when I place the microphone, I really don't know how the sound, it's gonna sounding. It's like, I have the kind of idea what sound it's gonna make, but most of the time, when I'm recording this stuff, it just comes from the accident. Like I remember when I get the Live Audio, the digital, the playground, when I was starting play with this bass kalimba, it just make like insane sounds. And when I turn the pickups on, the low end comes so completely, then I was able to actually creating very cool rhythmic loops based on this thing. And that inspired me to making like really cool trailer track. Or when you see in my videos, I use like my fishing reel when I attach to the cello, violin, or other things. And when I play rhythmically on this thing, it's automatically inspire me generating some kind of like a progressive, intense rhythm. And that inspired me to completely writing like a new riser or new track. The second thing, you know, when I build my instruments, making like a big giant kalimba, what I make, or like my crazy drums, what I'm making from trash can, all this bowing stuff, it just always inspire me to making some kind of new stuff, because I just not recording like the little snips. I usually try to recording like a longer session of the track, and sometimes I not only record sound, I also spending time to recording kind of performance on this sound, kind of some kind of like adding some kind of like a live performance to the sound. So a lot of the time if I'm bowing something, I usually bow with the one bow, then I have drumstick and do the hit at the end. So I'm basically almost like a building crescendo with the hit at the end. Or maybe play both at the same time and try and play in rhythmic pattern, because the sound just inspire me. And trust me, the stuff what I can just do during the live performance when I'm doing, there it's no way I will be able to do this after the post-production and make them sounds original, authentic. So yes, this thing it's happened all the time. So you should probably the same, and you probably do this thing, you know, from accidents will come like really unexpected surprises and tune to the track, and it's like, whoa, that was a great idea and it works. So yeah, it's happened to me all the time.
Hi Robert, my name is Mark, and I'm wondering if you have any tips on how to record strikes, impacts, sword clangs, anything with that singular hard hit that has a tendency to clip. Are you recording close and hitting it soft, or are you a little bit further away? Are you modifying it after? Are you using a contact mic? Basically the whole process. So anything like that in that arena would be very much appreciated.
Thanks, Mark. So that was great question. So the way how I do, I don't record very hard hits. Probably the hardest things I ever record hard hits, there will be when I usually take my baseball stick and hammer and I'm breaking the windshields in the cars, and the junkyard, okay? Not I'm going and hitting the junkyard. There will be probably the only things when I hit hard. Most of the other hits, what I'm using basically like very soft hits, because I find out placing my microphone directly close, I'm getting more details of the sound, and I never hit like very aggressive hard. I actually basically, like you see a lot of my videos, I'm placing them very close to the swords, and I'm using soft hits and something, because when you hit soft, you're starting to hear like the low bass going and everything. And a lot of the times what's helped me, it's by using the GoPhone microphone. Well, you see me probably very often I'm using from the LOM Audio, and basically I just attach, it's get me all this low end frequency, and the all high end, I just record very gently, and it's very easy to do. And the next thing what I do, I'm just going most of the times, if I need it, I'm gonna use maybe sample of the kick, or I'm using like one of my favorite plugins. It's a very quick solution to doing everything, and it's uber loud from Boom Library. And I will highly recommend to anyone who want to do like any hits at more punch or anything. This thing is just, this plugin is just instinct. And I tell you what, I will talk to my friends and boom, and I will send you the license to Uberload, and you can download the stuff and install and experiment, and maybe you can record after video and send me and let me know if it works for you. But I give you guarantee, most of my hits, what I do, this is my process, what I'm using in my head, because I give the heavy punch. I can even control one EQ to low end, mid or high, or just one generic knob and just add this snap and the fed punch. But all the hits, the recording very quiet. Yes, sometimes I using just a contact microphone and recording, because I like to get like the detail for the metal sounds. But in the end, it's all come to mixing the balanced microphones. So you can use this thing. And the other thing, I don't know if you have access to the Boom library, but I will recommend you to check like the raw recordings session. They have like construction kits of the Boom One, when they have so many like action strike hits and other professional hits what they record. So sometimes you can take one of the samples, the raw recording what they record, and use them as a layer under whatever you quiet hit what you record. So for example, if you can take example coffee mug or glass, and you just hit with something with maybe like fork, you're gonna get like a nice clink. But you can overlay this with the low frequency of the hit what they give you, and you're gonna get like the massive impact. The one thing what I recommend you with the hits, what they give you, maybe use like cutoff filter and take off the high end of the hits, so you're not gonna have too much character from them. You're just gonna keep the low end and the punch, but the high end you will be add from whatever sound source you're gonna record. So it doesn't matter, gonna be hit glass or some maybe brick or some sticks or something. And if you're gonna send this to the Uberloud, this is what will be happen. So guys, definitely check Uberloud. It's great stuff, and I think so we're gonna working for you. So Mark, I will send you the information how you can get you Uberloud and enjoy it. And please, maybe after film the video, send me a message. I would love to hear what you think about it. Okay?
Hey Robert, Peter Fancher here. First off, I just wanted to thank you for asking me to be a part of this Q&A series. I think it's awesome that you're doing this, and I think it'll really help a lot of people. Just trying to keep this short. I think if I had to ask one question, I would ask, what piece of wisdom or advice or encouragement would you offer to composers who are kind of part-time or just doing it purely out of passion and trying to make it into a full-time thing? So I've done trailer music for a number of years, also done a number of other projects and collaborations with other artists and composers, but as of yet haven't turned it into a full-time thing, and working on being intentional with trying to do that. So yeah, if you could just let me know your thoughts, that'd be awesome. Thanks.
Thanks, Peter. So I say this before, and I always repeat to people. Unfortunately, this business works by recommendations. You can only gonna get like the big break, get whatever you wanna do, just pretty much by recommend by somebody, or somebody's gonna discover you. So guys, right now we all have access to the biggest stage in the world, where we have a chance to present ourselves to world and show what we can do. So just like I do, I show my sons recording constantly, posting videos showing what I do. I keep people update what I'm up to. I share with my project. I would strongly recommend you do the same thing. Collaboration, that's a great thing, but the main thing is to be original and constantly keep sharing what you up to, what you're doing, and showing your creative process online. And you never know who's gonna see the video. Like seriously, I remember the first time I post my first video how I do what I do, and there was like, I don't know, maybe 7 years ago or something. Then I'm getting message from Greg Ando from Steinbeck letting me know, like, Robert, Hans Zimmer share your video. What do you think? How they make you feel if you're gonna have message like this? You know, you're jumping to the room because you know if you can impress somebody like Hans, you know you're up to something. So you have to keep doing what you do, and do for the love. Don't do because I want to do this for money. I want this to be my job. A lot of the successful people who become, they've been doing the music, they've been doing because they love what they're doing, because it's basically music become the life, part of the life, you know, that they never give up. I never give up what I do. Like, look, I don't know my career is going to turn to the way where I am right now. I was doing multiple jobs, and luckily I get to the stage where I am today, but it's all happened because I was constantly sharing with people and showing people what I do. I'm keep sharing, and people see my video, people share my videos, and luckily I'm constantly getting messages with requests, collaborations, or working on the new projects, or hire for the new projects. So I really believe if you're gonna keep doing these things will gonna happen to you. If you're gonna quit, you're gonna doubt this stuff, trust me, it's gonna reveal a new music. So you just do what you love to do, you know. Sometimes just don't say no for answer. If maybe some people don't like it, one people gonna find this thing interesting, and then I'm gonna change your life forever. I tell you something, like I don't say to a lot of people this. When I started my music career, I went to the music school in Poland. And after 1 year, they reject me with F from everything pretty much, saying, what I do have nothing to do with music. And look at me right now today. I'm making a living of music and of sound. So if you have something unique, keep doing what you do. And I really believe that good things will happen to you. So don't give up. I wish you all the best. All right, so that's all I have for you for today. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoy it. And stay tuned. If you have a question, submit them, send it to me, and you will be featured in my next video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.